Welcome to the Inphamus Hour Live. I'm your host, the infamous Amadeuz, and happy 420 to my weed smokers out there as we celebrate another day of smoking weed. Considering all you motherfuckers been smoking weed since it was illegal, but we're not going to talk about that. We are here to talk about this real hip-hop shit on the Inphamus Hour. Shout out to the loyal citizens of Boom Bap Nation every single Thursday, 9 p.m., bringing an interactive experience as only as we can. Make sure you follow Boom Bap Nation on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. And, of course, follow myself, the infamous Amadeuz, and more. And I have my panel here, Party G, the Humble, Miss Get At Him, and Mike Gage. Welcome to the Inphamus Hour.
Yo.
Man, you guys look excited to be here today.
We're excited to be here. We're excited to be here.
I'm high, brother.
Of course, it's 420.
That's right.
So it's 420, and we have a 90s hip-hop audience. Now, I am an advocate of haze, which is classic bud. We may have people here that still smoke Reggie. Let's be clear. Okay? Oh, wow. Some people here may still smoke Reggie, but what is the go-to bud in 2023? Because the cannabis industry has changed. It's more accessible. So what are you guys smoking this year?
Party?
Za.
Now, I ain't gonna lie. I'm smoking a lot of piff. That's true. But when I'm not smoking piff, I'm smoking some good weeds, like, you know, some lemon cherry gelatos, stuff like that. You know what I mean? Ice cream, cakes, but, you know, nothing too crazy. You know what I mean? You got to check the weeds nowadays and make sure you know what you're smoking. True.
I mean, all them shit sound a little fruity, too.
No, it's true. No, you know, one of the problems that I have with just za in general, right, is I kind of feel like it all smells and tastes the same. So how do you actively distinguish what is what in this climate? Because let's be clear, a lot of guys are copping the same bud and they're putting them in different branding packages. So how do you distinguish what is high grade, what is low grade, what's indoor, what's outdoor?
All about your plug. Like, if your plug don't know what he's supposed to be knowing, then you just getting got. You just smoking whatever he got, whatever. You know what I mean? It's all about your plug. Your plug gotta know what's going on. That way you can know what's going on. You know what I mean? It's just like the news.
That part of it. And also you have to know what the hell you getting yourself into on top of that. Like, you gotta know what you got.
Does it have a different taste or something? Like, it has a different taste, right?
Yeah, certain ones, like, you go to certain spots, like Party was saying, you go to the right spot, you ask for, like, lemon cherry gelato. It has a distinctive taste. Rather than, let's say, regular gumbo. You feel me? Now, if you're a smoker, you would know that.
But what you smoking right now? Smoker. What you smoking right now, Mike?
This right here. What's this one? Party, this is shit I got from you. I think this is that.
See, he don't even know who sold it to him.
Nah, well, you gotta give me a minute since I've been smoking all day. I done smoked pip earlier. I had a little lemon cherry earlier.
That's probably one of the runs or something. You might got runs.
So he got a little mixture. It's like going to the ice cream man telling him to give a double scoop of whatever he got. Got it.
That's what it's all about. Nowadays, I want to say people be smoking, they're being really high, but they just be smoking, you know what I mean, just to smoke and enjoy the smoke and the different flavors and stuff like that. Pause.
Okay, Inphamus Hour. Get your weed right. So, of course, we are scanning the chat right now. Today's topic is top 5 hip-hop songs of all time. Now, something interesting happened this week. If you're paying attention to social media, there is a new artist from the Bronx. Her name is Scar Lip. And she is a young artist that has a boom bap record. But I had to hear this record a few times to understand what was all the craze about. And it's actually a cross between boom bap and drill. So for you guys that are watching right now, she has a traditional boom bap sample, boom bap drums, but the bass line is drill. And people are really excited about this record in New York. Party G, why do you think social media isn't a craze over this particular record?
No, because they don't want to see the two sounds convert, but it's actually dope what she did. Is real creative. And I think with this song, it'll help drive the sound, the original sound from New York back to where, its essence, which is boom bap. You know what I mean?
Of course. Now, Ms. Get at it. When you hear, we have kids in our house, right? And when you hear these kids listening to these records that they listen to, are you amused by these records? Do you find any of these entertaining or?
I do. I mean, we had worse. Let's think about it. I said, was it all roses and fucking peaches? Okay. So yeah, of course it's amusing. That's why they run around the house singing this shit.
So Mike Gage, speaking of worst music, this is top 5 hip hop songs of all time. What is the worst rap record you ever heard in your life? Like the one record that like, yo, this is fucking horrible. I don't want to hear this
that
record.
immediately.
No, I'm just asking because you said we've had worse, so I'm trying to get an example.
The worst one, anything that has Silk the Shocker on it.
Damn, Mike.
And
he was just
that's
bad.
crazy. Nah,
he had a couple like he had some features, but like his solo joints, I can't not name one solo joint, and he was popping back then.
Damn, well, you always picking on Silk
the
Shocker.
Shocker.
He's always picking on him.
Yeah, he always saying Silk the Shocker.
I'm saying though, like,
Shocker here.
Bring him on. I want to understand what it is. Yeah.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. I ain't my fault, but
it's all good.
The record with Old Dirty Bastard and Busta Rhymes, and they in straight jackets.
The Woo-Ha remix.
Record, the Woo-Ha remix. That's one of the wackest hip hop records ever of all time. I don't even think Busta rap.
Damn, what was a bad hip hop record? Trinidad James, that was horrible.
Trinidad James.
MC Hammer, that record was bad. Man.
Vanilla Ice was horrible.
Vanilla Ice?
Yeah.
Milli Vanilli. Well, Milli Vanilli wasn't a rap record. It was an R&B record. But yeah, Vanilla Ice, I mean, those are trash. Let me know your top 5 whack records in here. Before we get into the top 5 list, though, Party G, you got the news for us this week?
Going on.
Hold on, we got the drop. We got the drop. Hold on, we got the drop.
Where's the drop? This is my favorite part.
Fix the tie up.
Yeah.
Hip Hop News with Party G here on the Inphamus Hour. Boom Bap Nation, we are live. Party G, take it away.
You gotta forgive me. I just flew in from Hip Hop Island. You know what's going on? It's your guy, Weetho A. Smith. The A stands for Army, aka Party Sharp. Once again, back with the hip hop news on the Inphamus Hour. Look, man, it's a lot going on out there in this hip hop world. You know, Swiss Beats, he previewed a Jay-Z and Lil Wayne's collab from their new EP they got going on. What do you think about that? Have you heard it?
No, but I'm disappointed anytime I hear Lil Wayne still using auto-tune. Like, I don't understand why. Like, I feel like it's an injustice to his lyrical capability and the argument that he could be top 5 when he's still putting out records. Like, let's be clear, auto-tune is for whack rappers. Auto-tune is for guys that actually don't have talent, minus T-Pain and Cher, right? Because T-Pain did it to sound different. Anything beyond that, it's like you can't sing, so you add it on. So I don't understand why Lil Wayne is still using auto-tune on these type of records. What do you guys think?
Honestly, I think he just likes the sound of his voice with it.
You don't think it sounds horrible though? Like, I mean, it's Jay-Z and Lil Wayne in 2023. We're in conversations that Lil Wayne might be the best lyrical artist ever in the South. Top 5, depending on who you ask. Hove is top 5, also depending on who you ask. These are titans. Why would Lil Wayne diminish his lyrical capability on auto-tune?
Well, you're really not diminishing your lyrical capability because you're still getting your balls off. It's just the way that it sounds.
And it sounds fucking horrible.
Well, auto-tune don't sound too far off from his regular voice, though.
I just think it sounds
Oh,
bad.
when Lil Wayne do the auto tune, like the crying one, like when he's crying, I don't like that one. I don't like that.
Ms. Get Adam, what do you think?
Unlike the boss, is fire.
Ms. Get Adam, what do you think? Jay-Z, Lil Wayne, this time where hip hop needs lyricism, it's exciting. Swiss Beats has built this big audience, which is probably the biggest audience. Let's be clear. Versus is the biggest audience, bigger than any podcast. He has the biggest audience. Why would they choose to add auto-tune to Wayne's verse? Why?
I have no idea. They really just need to stop it though. He doesn't need it. He's very lyrical. He doesn't need it at all. But they're doing it to, keep relevant with the young kids. That's what I see it.
It could be argued that young kids are not listening to Lil Wayne anymore. I mean, let's be clear.
I would think they listen to more of Little Baby and do a Little Wayne.
I don't think kids. If you are watching right now here on the Inphamus Hour, Boom Bap Nation, go ask your kids, are they still listening to Lil Wayne? Because I have 5 in my house and not one of them is listening to Lil Wayne anymore. They're not.
So then it has to be exactly what Mike Gaines said. He likes the way he sounds.
It's his signature sound. Like he's been using it for a while now.
But what Inf is saying that it shouldn't be signature.
Of course.
No,
like,
there's no point anymore.
His voice in auto-tune, like if you ever heard, like think about Wayne before auto-tune. And then you listen to him rap with auto-tune. It really don't sound too off. It's pretty much sound the same.
But on a record where he's trying to bar out, like for example, one of my favorite Lil Wayne records is Bash Money with a West Side Gun. And I thought that I don't know if this came out in 2021. I thought that was the best verse of 2021 of any artist that I heard. And Lil Wayne did not use auto-tune on this record, right? He was just barring the fuck out. Me personally, I just think that the auto-tune does a disservice to his lyrics because it takes away from the fact that he can actually rap. That's my opinion. I don't know. I might be wrong, Party G. What else we got in the news?
That's crazy, man. I feel you on that. I feel you.
Yeah, it makes sense.
It makes sense. It definitely makes sense, man. Outlaws Napoleon. He says that comments of Hit 'Em Up that Snoop made, the remark he made those because I guess Tupac was taking his shine. I don't know. What y'all think about that?
What was the comments exactly? Because I didn't see that clip. What was it? Do you know?
On Hit 'Em Up, I guess he was making remarks about like, I guess he shouldn't be doing that, or like he wasn't condoning to that situation, and people were saying that because they think Snoop was jealous.
In the history of ad-libs, right? Tupac has the best ad-lib of all time. That's why I fuck your bitch, you fat motherfucker. That is horrible. To start a song off like that, Ms. Get Adam, that's why I fuck. Imagine like I had an affair with some girl and she did a diss record on you. She's like, that's why I fucked your nigga, bitch. That's crazy.
Ooh, that is fucking disrespectful, but rememberable.
Mike, what do you think?
Yeah, that's highly like think about it. How many years ago that song came out?
That came out 95.
Okay, then we're still talking about it today.
I think 95 or 96, one of the two.
Rememberable.
You feel me? And we're still talking about it today.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I mean, Snoop Dogg has memorable records. Tupac, though, I mean, that is the most disrespectful hip hop record of all time. Period. Right. So that'll go down. And I don't know if we can get another disrespectful record like that because that was at a time where the influence of that record didn't have to do with social media. So there was no social media involved. This is just straight buzz in the street. He redid the Get Money video with a fake Biggie. Yo, Tupac, shout out to Tupac Shakur. Hard Body Karate. Party G, what else we got in the news?
Yep, that's why I got my brother's shirt right there.
It's crazy, man. It's crazy, man. Yo, Kanye West, the documentary he had on Netflix. They saying it's a lawsuit coming behind that. I guess the girl that was in the video through the wire, Cynthia Love, she's suing him now. I guess something happened in the video, and then the footage came out on the documentary. So that's like mad years ago. Then you drop a documentary, then they do an investigation. Now you might be getting sued. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's out of control. The Kanye West documentary was very interesting. That was the first time that I actually realized that he was not doing a gimmick. This motherfucker is crazy in real life. He is out of fucking control. Borderline schizophrenic, Gage. I don't know how you perceive that documentary.
Yeah, like it's very clear that he has some type of issues. You feel me? And honestly, I think that once his mom passed, that was it.
Yo, that's true. So, Miss Gadada, we managed models at a certain time, right? So, wouldn't a model know that at the end of the day, if you're going into a documentary, I mean, all the footage they take of you can be used in perpetuity. So, perpetuity is forever for whatever has context to that record. So, why would a girl turn around and sue when she was busting it open? And the Through the Wire video wasn't even a real video; it was like a montage.
There's a simple answer for that. It's time to get the bag. Okay? She's doing it to get the bag. Everybody's suing everybody right now. It's time to get the bag. And everybody's winning cases over stupidity. So of course, if I was in some shit and the nigga going crazy and he got a bag, I'm gonna go try to get the bag too.
Oh shit. Let's get out of it. Bag time.
Yo, man, before I get up out of here, man, 50 Cent sponsors to Cuban Links engagement rumors.
Ooh.
I don't know. He said that Cuban Links bugging. Yeah, he said.
Wait, his own girl's bugging? Like, what the fuck? Wait.
Wait, rewind. Can you repeat this news again? Repeat this again, because repeat it.
I guess she's saying that proposed or he's not proposing. I don't know. It's a whole miscommunication going on. I don't know if they married or getting married or not, but I guess he responded to it and she didn't like it. So it might be trouble in paradise.
I think 50 Cent has done a good job as much as he can keeping his relationship private because the public relationships don't last. We've seen many public relationships within the last 10, 15 years where they just don't last. So he obviously likes her a lot and he probably proposed, but people are always looking for a reason to report to TMZ or to promote to the Shade Room. So, I mean, she's wearing a rock. That's a proposal rock.
Yeah.
You proposed, my nigga. Embrace that shit, and she's fire.
He's like, yo, relax. You making shit hot.
No, let's get at him. She's fire.
He's old right now to not want to claim. Hello. It's time to give it up, 50. It's time to give it up. You got a fire bitch. It's time to give it up.
So Gage, is there a time in life where, as an older gentleman, right, is it time that you have to stop playing games? Like, I think Jay-Z said it in a song, like, I'm too old to be acting like I'm feeling you, not feeling you when stunting like you on my girl when you are. So
once you turn like 40, 41, you better really start buckling down. If you ain't already got somebody that you're dealing with early on and shit like that, by the time you turn 40, it might be dog food. It might be. Because there's a chance you just might come across home.
Are you saying you can't scoop nothing at 40? It's clip?
No, you can still scoop. You can, but it really all depends on what they after as well. Especially if you in a position like 50 and all the rest of you.
Yeah. I think
I might have to settle down out here. This nigga.
No, party. You're 30. You got time. Fuck around. Live your best life. Sasua outside.
He's tightening his tie. He's tightening his tie.
No, you're active at 30.
I'm gonna have to give it up to him.
When you hit 40 years old, it's like you got to slow down a little bit, right? Because time is no longer on your side, which means life is no longer on your side. Doesn't matter how rich, how broke you are, what your personal situation is. No one wants to die alone. So if you got something, claim it and bag it. And first, we got a fire joint. She's fire.
Yeah, she's fire. She is fire. She is fire.
Anything else on the news?
All right, man. Before I get out of here, excuse me. This ain't really much on the hip hop level, but I was so excited. I brought this hat out the closet. Magic Johnson officially owns the Washington Commanders, was once known as the Washington Redskins. Man, that's dope news right there. Black owned, first black.
I'm surprised they
First
let a
black
black
owned.
man own the football. My brother.
So my question is, because you guys, shout to Mike Gage, he has the Facts and Caps sports show coming to Live 89 FM, and shout to 97 Piff that's on there, right? So as you guys hosted this Facts and Caps show, we can't reference Magic Johnson's playing career. We have to reference his owner's career. What they did with the Dodgers is special. They built a team that has been relevant. They won a chip, but it was in the pandemic. Let's not count that. But they have built a competitive team basically with no budget. It's like an open budget. So do you think they can apply this same strategy to football?
Well, nah, football is totally different, man. So football is different. Like, he's in the tough division. He's in my division, New York Giants. So honestly, it's like, fuck the Redskins. I mean, well, the Commanders at the end of the day.
Don't let Mike come up here and do that capping shit, man. Look, man,
you
it's a
watch
great thing. It's a fucking great thing for football, and it's a great thing for sports. I see you over there on Live 89. I'll catch you over there because you.
I'll catch you on the other side, man. We're gonna get into that on the other one, all right? Let's get back to the business.
Party G with the news.
Peace, man. Each and every week, man. And if you know what's happening.
Party G with the news on deck. Yes. He had his own news. This is the Infamous Hour. I'm the host of Infamous Amadeuz here, Facebook.com/BoomBapNation. Make sure you listen to me on SiriusXM Shade 45 every single Thursday. Noon EST for the new hip-hop picks, 3 p.m. EST for the throwback classics. If you're ever in the New York area, we have a dope event called Punchline Thursdays, revolved around my cypher on Shade 45. The Punchline Academy is a dope event, and we actually have a video coming. Wito A. Smith, right? Is that Wito A. Smith?
Yes.
Is hosting this. Gage is filming. I'm aggravated in this particular event for reasons that we don't need to talk about, right? So
we ain't gonna talk about that.
It's Infamous Hour, so I can talk about. Okay, so Ilsa and Gage, they pulled me to the side, right? Like one-on-one intervention, and they're like, "If you spaz too much," right? And I think Party, my problem is that whatever I'm thinking, I actually say. Is that an accurate assessment of myself?
Yeah, all in one shot. It just couldn't. Yo, son, that shit is like the belt. Remember the word used to go across the belt? That's exactly what it is in physical form.
Yeah, so I don't mean to be like this. It's my personality, right? And this is why people like me, because I say whatever I'm thinking. I don't hold nothing back, right? But back to Punchline Thursday. So we have this visual that's going to pop off. It's going to be yesterday because it's Thursday. So yesterday, people will have seen it. And so what are we calling this segment that we're doing? Do we have a name for this? What is it? Punchline TV?
Punchline TV. Yeah, Punchline TV, man.
Punchline TV, hosted by Party G with Gage of the camera and Taurus 1PR in the building. Taurus is back, y'all. Yes.
Let's do it.
Right. The Dalai Lama's back.
The Dalai Lama's back. So top 5 hip-hop songs of all time is the topic. We are actively scanning the chat right now. Boom Bap Nation. Let me know what's your top 5 hip-hop songs. Now, before we go through our list, guys, let's go one by one. What makes a good hip-hop record? Let's start with Party G. Then we'll go to Misket Adam and Gage. What, in your opinion, makes a good hip-hop, or let's say a classic hip-hop record?
The impact. I want to say the impact on what it did in the community at the time it was released. You know what I mean?
Misket Adam.
It's exactly. It can feed off a Party. The impact. It depends what you felt at that moment. What you want to feel every day, what you want to feel when you go out, same thing.
Mike Gage.
Yeah, it's like how the song really makes you feel, how you resonate with it, and longevity.
Longevity of the record.
Definitely
Okay.
longevity.
So, of course, all right, so top 5 hip-hop songs of all time. I'm going to go first. Of course, I'm the active guinea pig of the Inphamus Hour. And once again, this is my personal top 5 list. It may not be yours. You may not agree with it, but this is my personal opinion. So, top 5 hip-hop songs of all time. Number 5 of my pick is Biggie Smalls' One More Chance, the remix. Okay? Now, the reason why I picked this song as number 5 is because if I could calculate the remix era, remember, we went through a time where people were remixing songs. If I could take the remix era, put it in a capsule, and bury it for 100 years for hip-hop fans to find the song, I would want that song to be One More Chance, the remix by the Notorious B.I.G. Specifically the way that he flipped the record. The original record was ratchet. It was just, he was just hitting chicks, baby moms. I mean, he was outside. And to flip it to a commercial record where you had so many heavyweight females in this video. I mean, let's be clear. He had Aaliyah in the video, Mary J. Blige, The Brat. I mean, I'm missing a bunch, but One More Chance, the remix is definitely number 5 on my list. And I was struggling because if we were on the R&B side, it would be Jodeci Freaking You. Jodeci Freaking You, there's 2 versions of the song. One of the versions has Ghostface and Raekwon. It's not even on digital streaming platforms. This record is fire, but because it's considered an R&B record, I did not put this on the list. So Notorious B.I.G. coming in number 5. Number 4 on my list is the reason why we have the Urban Dictionary to this day. Shout out to Ms. Get Adam because she pointed this out to me after I told her my list. Big L, Ebonics, number 4 on the list.
Okay. Oh, Ebonics. That's a good one.
He created the Urban Dictionary.
Yeah,
that's
a good
track
one
right there.
Wait, what you said, Ms. Get Adam? Say it again.
He created the Urban Dictionary with that track right there.
Man, I mean, if you could take 90s lingo and put it into a time capsule or just put it in a box, Big L, Ebonics. This is one of the most creative records I've ever heard in my life. This is number 4. Number 3, West Coast owned NWA, Express Yourself. This is number 3 on my list. And again, this was an impactful record. These guys are coming from Fuck the Police. I mean, this is probably you could say this is the biggest hip hop group of all time between Dre and Cube and Eazy-E, between records sold, impact, whatever. And this was a record at a good time, especially because this record came out on or around the time of the Rodney King riots in LA. Mm-hmm. So you have to put this record somewhere. Now, number 2 on my list is undeniable Eminem, Lose Yourself. Number 2 on my list, okay? And I just want to be clear, this is probably the biggest hip-hop record of all time. Probably. When you're watching your artist right now, if you're watching this right now, facebook.com/BoomBapNation, you listen on Spotify, iHeart, and much, much more. A lot of the reasons why your favorite hip-hop artist is getting a bag in 2023 is because of Eminem, Lose Yourself. It has nothing to do with Shade 45. This is facts, Gage. This is facts.
I had that on my list. You're right. I can't lie.
Keep it on your list. He did what Run DMC and Aerosmith did in the 90s or the 80s, and he put it on steroids. Attached it to a film, Hip Hop Worldwide, Eminem, number 2 on my list. And my number 1 hip hop song of all time, to me, it is the best hip hop literature, poetic that I've ever heard in my life. It showed everything that had to do with the 90s, everything that has to do with what we consider the golden era of hip hop, vulnerability, dialogue. It explained the climate, and it explained something that we all can relate to, having a mother. Let's be clear. A lot of us have fathers. We don't give a fuck about them. We all have a mother. Dear Mama, Tupac Shakur, number 1 on the list.
Dear Mama, yep. All right now.
Dear Mama. And my honorable mentions, this might be the best instrumental of all time. Unfortunately, I didn't put it in my top 5 because I was thinking more impact, long-term. But let's be clear, when this record comes on, it's the hi-hat. Word up, son. That right there is a go. Okay, Mobb Deep, Shook Ones. Okay, my honorable mention. And guys, if you don't mind, I actually have one more honorable mention. The most creative record I've ever heard in my life, besides Big L Ebonics, this was on Nas's second album. It was track number 4. It's produced by DJ Premier. This record was gas. And it talks about something that we all deal with, in a sense, gun violence in urban communities, but from the perspective of the gun. Nas, I gave you power. Honorable mention. Okay, the Inphamus Hour. All right, so Miss Get Adam, top 5 hip hop songs of all time. You ready? Let's do it.
Yes, of course I'm ready. Number 5 for me is Hypnotize. Biggie, come on. Everybody know Hypnotize, Biggie.
Biggie.
Everybody know word for word. Felt that shit in the room. Okay? That's number 5. Number 4 is Dear Mama. I know you had it on the list. That is definitely big song dedicated to your moms. I mean, it was really a heartfelt song. So
And you got the Tupac shirt, so you're ready today.
Yes, I'm ready with my Tupac. Let me just stand up for it. Tupac right there. That's my guy. Number 3, Sick Ones, Mobb Deep. Everybody loved that shit. You walk into a room, you wanted to see who was the shook niggas up in that shit. You was in there walking at the parties like, yeah, y'all niggas are scared. Number 2, boy 50 Cent. I don't want to claim his chick right now. In the Club.
In the Club movie.
Right.
In the Club
In
movie.
the Club.
Oh my.
Rocking right now in the club still. And number 1 for me is Cream.
Ooh.
Who don't like Cream? Who don't like Flipper?
Wu-Tang.
I wanted all type of bitches in that shit. Hello. Spanish, Black, Indian, every type of flavor. Cream
Movie.
number 1.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
You have an honorable mention?
Honorable mention for me would be Get Money, Bad Boy.
Oh, Junior Mafia.
Come on. Yeah, Junior Mafia. Come on. Everybody want to get money.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Good list. Good list, sis.
Yes. The list right there.
All right, Miss Get Adam, top 5 hip hop songs of all time. Weetho A. Smith, top 5 hip hop records of all time.
Yo, man, look, man, you know, I always go with impact for me. You know what I mean? What happens, longevity. Number 5, I Know I Can from Nas. You know, the kids around this area, around this time, you know, they thought they was poets when that song came out. Everybody could be whatever they want. Superheroes, the policeman, a thug, everything. That song was definitely great. Number 5 for me. Number 4, I'm going to have to go with Juicy. You know what I mean? Biggie. Because, you know, the sample, it had the soul food. You know what I mean? It was classic. He was still hood in the video. He just wanted to take care of his daughter. I respected that one. You know what I mean? Number 3, I was picking Lose Yourself too, because when the beat come on, everybody feel like they could rap. Mom Spaghetti, all that shit. You know, the movie. You know what I mean? 8 Mile. Everybody wanted to do. So that was, you know, that was my shit. Number 2, I'm gonna go with Whose World Is This, Nas. Because you know, kid, it's on 2K. It's everywhere. Kids, that's little 4-year-old babies running around. Whose world is this? The world is yours. Everybody knows. It's good motivation music. That's number 2. Number 1 for me would be Hail Mary. Pac. You know what I mean? That's, come on, Pac. It's Pac.
There go my boy. He gotta be there all the time.
Yeah, it's Pac. It's coast to coast. He was wilding. Bucking out. Honorable mention for me, I'm gonna have to go with Protect Your Neck. Niggas was busting shots. A nigga got his head cut off. It was crack being sold. That video is fucking hood. No budget. I got you. Oh, that shit was dope. So that's my top 5 hip hop songs of all times. Party G. Party
G, top 5 hip hop records. We're live right now, Facebook.com/BoomBapNation. Actively scanning the chat for your top 5 records. Gage, are you ready? Top 5 hip hop records of all time.
All right. Yeah, man. Start off with number 5. You got In the Club by 50 Cent. It's
In the
always
Club.
somebody's birthday. That shit's always want to go. It's always gonna
That
go.
is a
Every
fact.
day,
It is always somebody's
every
birthday.
day it's somebody's birthday. It's a million people's birthday. Every day it's gonna go.
It's
So
gonna go.
Bob, you got that one. Of course, you got Pac, Dear Mama. You feel me?
Yeah, mama.
That's number 4. Number 3, I think I will have to go Crossroads by Bone Thugs.
Bone Thugs,
Oh,
Crossroads.
Crossroads.
That would be that one.
That's a
Let's
good
see,
one.
number-
You know what? And you know what? You look like one of them niggas when you was younger. and
Busy.
shit.
That's my nigga Busy Bone right
There you go.
Not-
Skip
not-
that shit.
Not the infamous Bone Thugs.
Yeah.
Busy
I
Bone,
like
I get it.
Gabe.
Yeah.
You look like one of them niggas.
there. Oh,
Yo,
damn, since you just
son.
fucked me up. God damn.
Yeah, when I was a kid, they used to say I look like Busy Bone and John Beat combined.
Not
They
Because
got
I
the
used to
low
have the
cut.
hand to the front.
Yo.
Fact.
I'm gonna post a picture right now on my Instagram story at the Infamous Amadeuz when I was younger with the shades and the hand to the front like John Beat.
Oh, shit.
Not John B.
All right. Number 2. Let's go. Method Man, Mary J. Blige.
Ooh, all I need.
Good one. That is a good one.
Oh.
Shots
Everybody
fired.
know that record. Everybody know that record.
Number 1, I think I will have to go with Nas, If I Ruled the World.
Lauryn Hill. Magic
Yo, I
Man.
ain't gonna front. Your top 5 a whole DJ mix. That
Yeah,
shit
no, it's crazy. I'm using that for the drunk mix tomorrow. Okay,
Yo,
And we're gonna play
Go.
that shit at the sampler.
sampler tonight. Gage, you have an honorable mention?
Let's see. Honorable mention. Eminem's. I guess I will have to go with Lose Yourself. Lose Yourself was a good one, or Marshall Mathers.
Okay. Yeah,
Anything
Lose
with that
Yourself was
Marshall Mathers
undeniable.
LP?
Yeah, he had a bunch of joints on there. All right, top 5 hip hop songs of all time. Now, is there anything that we missed on this list? Like anything that maybe you were like, okay, I should have added it, but I was conflicted. Any records potentially? Well, for me, I was thinking about Ice Cube. Today was a good day.
Today was a good day. Yeah.
187. Thing from Outkast.
Oh,
I ain't gonna front it. You know,
Miss
it's a
Jackson?
dope hip hop song, but it's underrated. But everybody knows Styles P. Good time.
Get high.
Good time.
Yeah.
Free to Paint
Yeah.
sample. We're gonna do that to sample
yeah.
tonight. Why not?
Yeah.
There's a few of them. There's a few.
So, does anyone know, without looking at your phone or anything, what is the number 1 or top selling hip hop record of all time?
I think it gotta be Eminem. I think it's Eminem.
It was at one time. Do you know what the number 1 selling hip hop record of all time is? Wiz Khalifa.
Wiz Khalifa, Black and Yellow?
No, on the Fast and Furious soundtrack.
Oh yeah, See You Again.
Oh, See You Again.
That is the number 1 selling solo hip hop record of all time. I think it did 20 million. At one time, Eminem "Lose Yourself" was the ranking joint, but I think with the marketing of the Fast and Furious franchise, and then what was the guy that died?
Paul Walker.
Paul Walker.
So with Paul Walker dying, I mean that, and I believe they put the video at the end of the movie.
Yeah. Like if you heard the song.
When I See You Again.
That is the number 1 selling hip hop record of all time, man. Shout out to Wiz Khalifa.
Wow.
Okay.
Shout out to Wiz Khalifa.
So now that we're talking about top 5 hip hop songs of all time, what are the most garbage records you ever heard?
Oh God.
Most garbage. I mean, Mike, besides Silk the Shocker, what is a record that you heard and you were just like, what the fuck is this bullshit?
Hey Baby by Hurricane Chris.
Hey baby.
Wait, is that a way to go? Hey, baby.
Yeah.
Oh man. Oh wow.
Laffy Taffy was kind of trash too. I ain't gonna lie, this shit was
That-
I ain't
horrible.
gonna front. Laffy Taffy was terrible, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Oh, I ain't gonna lie. No disrespect to everybody from that, but they had their little run, and it was just multiple trash hits. You had the Laffy Taffy, you had the Lean with it, Rock with it, you had the Dance It Out, the DJ Unk. It was just mad of them. It was a lot of dirt.
That Superman one. That Superman that
Oh,
hoe.
Soldier Boy.
Soulja Boy.
Superman. Nah, I ain't gonna front. I ain't gonna front. Chicken Noodle Soup was fake dirt. We just liked it, the dancing
Yeah.
shit. That shit was trash. It's a lot of whack New York shit. I ain't gonna front.
You don't
What
like
was
the
the
way
other
Young B
shit?
look now? You don't like the way she looks now? She looks better now.
She's better old. I ain't gonna front. A-Rap Money was trash. We all loved that shit though. That shit was dirt. That was dirt. That shit was trash. We loved it though.
Now Busta and Raw Browns with the trash record.
Yeah, that shit was.
man.
We loved it. That shit was dirt. There's a lot of them out there. The
Yeah.
one that gets away with it a lot though, it's a lot of people that gets away with it. It'd be like the hooks and shit. So you be forgetting about the whole song. Like this shit really trash, but I like the hook.
Yeah, the hook of the beat. The hook of the beat.
Yo, Racks on Racks, that shit was trash. You know? We love the hook. We love the hook, though.
Rack City, dirt.
Who, Tigger? Yeah.
Rack City, rack, dirt.
Yo, that Tiger, my
Not
boy.
Tiger. Nah, that record was alright, man.
That was not
record
I, you
dirt.
liar.
That record was dirt. Come on, man.
All of
Nah, he had
6ix9ine,
that one joint.
all of 6ix9ine records were fucking horrible. I mean, them shits was like, and I couldn't understand what was happening. At this time, I was DJing in the clubs, and I'm like, why do you like this shit? Like, these records are completely fucking terrible. 6ix9ine.
But do you know he's switching over to the Spanish market right now?
Well, he has to. He's a rapper. Only gay Spanish men will accept him. Let's be clear.
Hey. I mean, you gotta be impressed though. The man is still getting the bag out here.
Yo,
Yeah, and he's fucking a lot of bitches still. I don't know how, but I mean, kudos to him.
Oh my fucking god.
Whatever works out. I mean, I do have a positive 6ix9ine story, right? Because I mean, you know, you gotta adjust to different things. So we have booked 6ix9ine and Angels. This is when he was under investigation before he got locked up, and he pulled up in a Sprinter. Shout out to Islam, Moez Money. I forgot who else was on that party with me. So 6ix9ine pulls up in a Sprinter, and the New York City Police Department are parked in multiple different cars already on the block. So when he pulls up in the Sprinter, they jump out and basically bum rush the Sprinter. Now I'm coming out with the back end of the money. So I give 6ix9ine the money directly. Like I give him the money directly. This was at about 12 o'clock. They did not let him in. Do you know 6ix9ine stood until like 3:30 something? Just so he can make sure that he goes in the club. I mean, for me, I thought that was some real nigga shit. I mean, I can't speak about any of his legal shit, but I mean, just on a personal experience, you know, when an artist gets the back of the money, he could be out. Like he really stood for 3.5 hours just to make sure the people saw him. So I mean, round of applause for that. Still a rat, but I mean, you know, I guess that means whatever it means, right?
But he's a business man.
You're watching Inphamus Hour live. I'm your host, Inphamus Amadeuz, all social media platforms at the Inphamus Amadeuz. Tonight, we are live at the Sampler Brooklyn, 10 p.m. Doors open. I'm on this set. Guys, what can the people expect when they pull up to the Sampler Thursdays?
A whole bunch of good 9/7.
Piff, yes.
But bars, we'll be out there, live interviews. We want to know what's the hottest shit out, and we want to know what's going on in the city. You heard?
Mm-hmm. Me and Miss Get Adam be bent by the time we get out that motherfucker. Let's be clear.
Yeah. Yo, looking our cross out that bitch.
Me and Miss Get Adam try to develop a strategy where we were like, okay, we're drinking too much before we go to the Sampler, so let's just get a Hennessy and then basically start drinking when we get there, and it does not work.
We thought we was being smart, but somehow that shit didn't work out. It didn't work out for us. I mean, we tried though. We tried.
Now, why is it that it doesn't work out? Because I think what happens is we get there, they just giving us too much alcohol on top of the alcohol we're drinking.
We would never refuse them. Never. So keep on giving it because this is so good, you know, appreciation and shit. So keep on giving it, but then comes a certain limit and that we gotta say no. I mean, we'll take it.
We would never deny him.
We never gonna deny him.
Yo, we never gonna deny any alcohol. All right, guys, so we get out of here. Before we get out of here, anything you want to say?
I'm getting bent. Hennessy.
That's right, 420.
Piff.
Right.
Liquor, bitches, 90s hip hop, everything.
Let's go. My man Party G tried to slide with a joint. She was married.
Yo, I mean, it's a new world out here. You know what I mean? Yo,
what does that mean exactly?
I mean, it's a new world. Married to what? The game?
Oh, the Inphamus Hour. Oh, guys, shout your social media before we get out of here.
Party G. Follow me on Instagram at The Real Party G. You know what's happening live 89FM. We here.
Good, man. It's your boy Gage. GAGE110.
Get at him. MRZGETATEM. Catch me there.
You know what it is. Of course, I'm the Inphamus Amadeuz. All social media platforms at the Inphamus Amadeuz. And before we get out of here, guys, you guys have a sports show coming out, right? You want to talk about it?
Take it away, Weedo.
Yeah, Fat Stats are Cap on Live 89FM with me and my God, you know, Weedo Smith, my guy 110, Mr. 110, and we got our co-host, New York Al. We will bring you all the sports, or you know, all the debates, because you know people will be capping and people will be lying. So we're here to bring you the facts and only the real.
I'm checking the chat now, man. That chat awfully quiet. New York Albert, man, you quiet tonight.
To the Knicks, we doing the best we can.
Shout out to the Knicks. Of course, Inphamus Amadeuz, Sirius XM Shade 45. You know where to find me at the Inphamus Amadeuz, and make sure you follow at the Inphamus Hour on all social media platforms. Once again, Brooklyn tonight, we are live at every single Thursday. The Sample of Brooklyn Punchline Thursdays, and June 5th we'll be live at Wonderville, NYC. That's also in Brooklyn. We have a concert, and I think I'm bringing the band out for this. I'm in conversations right now to bring the band out for the cypher. We'll talk about that, but make sure you follow at Boom Bap Nation. Shout out to my brother Isness. Till next time, stay safe, stay COVID-19 free. I'll see you then.